All right, so today we're going deep on something pretty major. I think some Bitcoin stuff.
Oh, yeah, this is a big one.
Yeah, a potential U.S. government sale of Bitcoin, like a massive sale that could really shake up the crypto markets.
For sure, and we've got some great material to dig into for this deep dive.
Definitely, and we'll be focusing on this report, breaking analysis, U.S. government $6.50 Bitcoin liquidation authorization signals major market pressure. Pretty straightforward title there.
It's right to the point.
Yeah, no kidding. So basically what we're looking at is the government potentially liquidating $6.5 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah, and that translates to about 69,000 Bitcoins.
Whoa. Okay, so like how much Bitcoin is that really? Like in the grand scheme of things.
Well, it's about 0.35% of all the Bitcoin in circulation.
Okay, so not a huge EE percentage, but
But still a significant chunk, especially when you think about the current price of Bitcoin.
right, because we're talking what, like somewhere between $91,000 and $97,000 per Bitcoin right now?
Yeah, that's about right. So you can see how that 6.5 billion adds up pretty quickly.
Yeah, no kidding. So, I mean, what kind of impact are we talking about here if they actually go through with this sale?
Well, the source breaks it down pretty well, and it really comes down to the sheer scale of this potential sale. $6.5 billion hitting the market all at once.
Okay, so that's bound to make some waves.
Oh, yeah. Think of it like a rock slide. You know, one rock starts tumbling, and then it sets off a whole chain reaction.
Oh, I see. So this sale could trigger a cascade of other sell-offs.
Exactly. People might panic seeing the price drop and start selling their own Bitcoin, which would push the price down even further.
That's kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, it definitely has the potential to create some serious market instability.
And I guess the big question is why now? Why is the government suddenly deciding to sell off all this Bitcoin?
Right, because this actually goes against what the current administration had previously committed to.
They said they were going to hold on to it, right?
Exactly. So this move is raising a lot of eyebrows, and understandably so.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely raises some questions about trust and consistency in the government's approach to crypto.
For sure. And for investors, that's a huge red flag.
I bet so, but wait, there's more. This 6.5 billion is only part of what the government's holding on to, right?
Oh, yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The government actually has around $18.5 billion worth of Bitcoin in total.
Whoa, okay, so that's a lot of potential selling power hanging over the market.
Exactly. And that creates a huge amount of uncertainty because investors don't know when or if the government might decide to sell off even more.
Right, so it's like this constant looming threat that could disrupt the market at any time.
Pretty much. And our source does a good job of visualizing this. They point out that Bitcoin has been struggling to break through that $100,000 ceiling.
Yeah, it's been hovering around that 92,000 to 97,000 range for a while now.
Right. And this sale could be the push that sends it tumbling down even further.
So not a great outlook for Bitcoin holders, then.
Well, it's hard to say for sure, but it definitely adds another layer of complexity and risk to the market.
Definitely. And it makes you wonder, like, what precedent does this set for future situations?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what happens if the government seizes more Bitcoin in the future?
It's a good question, and it's something we saw play out with the Silk Road case. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, the government shut down this massive online marketplace where people were using Bitcoin, and they seized a ton of it.
So this current situation could be a sign of how they might handle those kinds of seizures in the future.
Exactly, and that means even more unpredictability for the market.
So basically, a lot of unknowns right now and a lot of potential for volatility.
Yeah, that's a pretty good summary.
And I guess for anyone listening who's involved in crypto or thinking about getting involved, this is definitely something to pay attention to.
Absolutely, because this situation really highlights the complex relationship between governments and cryptocurrency. It's this ongoing tension between regulation and decentralization.
Yeah, and how that tension plays out will have huge implications for the future of the entire crypto space. So as this story unfolds and we learn more about the government's plans for their Bitcoin holdings, I think it's worth asking yourself some questions like, what does this mean for the future of crypto? And what role do you think governments should play in this space?
Yeah, those are some big questions to ponder, and I don't think there are any easy answers.
Definitely not. But hopefully this deep dive has given everyone some food for thought as we navigate this evolving landscape.
Yeah, and hopefully we can all learn something along the way.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me for this deep dive, and we'll see you next time for more crypto insights.
Sounds good.
All right, take care.
You too.